Catrina Kahler, and I am honored to serve as president of the board for ArtLink, Inc. We welcome you tonight, along with our co-hosts, the Downtown Phoenix, Inc., the City of Phoenix, and the Hance Park Conservancy. Welcome. Thank you so, so much. Tonight we are celebrating, obviously, in this fabulous space under the Central Avenue Bridge. Isn't this a wonderful area of Phoenix, right here? The best. Tonight we celebrate not just under the stars, but among the stars, because you all here make this place special. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the president and CEO of co-host Downtown Phoenix, Inc., Mr. Dave Kreider.
All right, Katrina. So the changes that are occurring in the center part of Phoenix, which were only aspirational just a few years ago, are just amazing and are really turning this into an urban place that we've aspired to for a long, long time. And you know, I'm basically a failed accountant from Buffalo, and it's even obvious to me that the changes that have occurred, one of the bedrocks of those changes are the longstanding commitment of the arts community to the center part of Phoenix. Critical to the things that are going on. So everybody associated with the arts community, give yourself a real round of applause here, because you are really helping to change this place.
2016, we're in the middle of Hance Park. Does everybody realize where we are? This is the center of the valley. Right here. How many people have been here in Hance Park underneath this bridge for an event? Not very many, okay? How many should be every weekend? All of us, all of us. Okay, well, I've had the privilege of being involved with the formation of the Hance Park Conservancy that started 5 years ago. And it started because the Roosevelt Action Association, which is the neighborhood association for this area, for the Roosevelt Historic Neighborhood, said, you know what, it's time for us to do something about Hance Park. And what we did at that time was to say, let's focus the spotlight on Hance Park and let's see what we can do. And that happened during the middle of the recession. When you know what happens when a recession happens in a city? Guess who's the stepchild? It's Parks and Recreation, okay? Well, guess what? This neighborhood stepped up and said, you know what? We need to not only do something about this park, but we need to do something about this park so it resonates with the entire city, with the entire region of what's going on. The city council and the people around here, and our mayor, when he was on the city council, said, you know what, you're absolutely right. And first of all, I want to tip my hat to our mayor and to our city council that has supported this park effort. Give them a round of applause. I mean, this is really big stuff. But the long and the short of all this is that we're going to take this park that's in the middle of the city of Phoenix, in the middle of this region, and have it become our iconic park. This will become our Central Park. This will become our Millennial Park. Every great city has a great park. And you know what? You know who this park belongs to? It belongs to every one of us here tonight. Okay, so how do you do this? What you're going to see, you're going to say, oh my God, that is absolutely cool. How are you going to pay for it? Big question, how are you going to pay for it? We're going to pay for it with a partnership between the public and the private sector. We have a design team that is second to none. These guys are absolutely special. The lead designer is a guy named Jerry Van Eyck, and his firm is called Melk. I ask you to Google Jerry Van Eyck and Melk. It'll blow your socks off at what this guy has done. We also have the opportunity to have some good local folks. Phil Weddle and his firm, Weddle Gilmore, absolutely special. The best parks in this city have had his fingerprints on it. And the last person is a person named Chris Floor at her company, Floor Associates. Chris is a good friend and probably one of the better landscape architects in this part of the world. So, with further ado, I'm going to introduce Phil and Jerry and Chris to talk to you about the first phase of what we're talking about for the Hance Park. That's going to include a skate park. It's going to include some real cool stuff that we can have happen right now.
Having a large 32-acre park right in the center of downtown is a unique opportunity. It has the potential to be transformative in the downtown environment and really create a lot of energy in the downtown area. Within just a 5-mile radius, we have almost 5,000 people living in the area. And the park is also uniquely positioned between downtown and the cultural district. It has the opportunity to really create strong connections and strong links between the cultural district and the downtown area. Within that phase one, some of the elements that are included, the iconic cloud, as Jerry was saying, that's big shade in the heart of the park, which is critical to the success of the park. And then at the plaza level, we have the 4 new gateways into the park that are connecting to Central Avenue. We have the gardens, the splash pad. We have the activation of the areas under the bridge. Really important to kind of transforming this central part of the park and really activating the park.
My office is just down the street, and we bought our building so that we could be part of the park and the downtown community. And so the opportunity to enliven it and make it a destination space for all of us and our whole community is so exciting.
Sorry.
So how it became to get the master plan is a few people started the Hance Park Conservancy. Tim Sprague was one. Joan Kelchner, who's one of the persons that actually fought to have the park to begin with, and Reed Butler. I'm hoping Reed's here also. But they started the Hance Park Conservancy and gathered all of the stakeholders around the park to help decide what is the next future we want to have for Hance Park. And then we took it out to the community. We asked all of you guys, what did you want to see in the park, and how did you want to make it your park for downtown Phoenix?
But we presented the master plan 2 years ago over there on that side on the McDowell Mountain Music Festival stage. Last year, the city of Phoenix asked us to do a refinement of that master plan with the purpose to identify a first phase of realization of the park. So, it is great, it's going to happen, which is good news. The master plan is pretty much still intact. We still have the whole Arizona feel integrated. We still have on the east side where we are right now, or on this side, the west side, the neighborhood park, which is the energy, more of the Roosevelt residential area here. In the center where we are now, the daily urban life, more plaza active feel, headlined by this bridge over here. And on the east side, the area where all the events are taking place. So that became the basis of our master plan.
What a great night in downtown Phoenix. The 4th annual Art Decor. I love the future of Hance Park. Thanks, Tim Sprague and the Conservatory. What an awesome presentation. The best years for Hance Park are ahead of us. By the way, this park is named after a great former Phoenix mayor, Margaret Hance. Let's give her a round of applause. I love this event. I love celebrating our downtown. I love celebrating the arts in downtown, what Art Detour is doing. Katrina Kahler and her team is incredible, what's happening in the heart of our city. I love what's happening with the built environment in our downtown, but most importantly, I love the people who are fighters for downtown Phoenix. Every single one of you has fought for so many years, and it's happening because of you. The built environment is changing in the heart of our city, and we're going to have some healthy discussions about what that built environment should be, and that's awesome. But make no mistake, what makes our downtown special are the people, the wonderful, talented artists, historic preservationists, restaurateurs, art gallery owners, small business owners that have decided to make downtown their home. And they welcome everyone in downtown Phoenix, regardless of race, religion, national origin, sexual, no matter your socioeconomic status, no matter whether you're LGBT, you are welcome in downtown Phoenix. That is what makes us great. We welcome everyone to the table, and that was created by you. So I could not be more optimistic about our future in the heart of the city.